How much of a different experience is it now that friends, family, and different people are going to be there? Because it must have been a bit weird last year.
Yeah, it was. Like, I remember doing a Zoom call with a lot of you last year before the All-Ireland final, sitting in my sitting room, and half being afraid to go outside in case unfortunately you might pick up the virus and miss the match and things like that. But yeah, totally different. Even the last day going into the train and the bus to have supporters there roaring at you, and some Waterford supporters roaring at you as well. It was great. It's fantastic to have them back.
You mentioned about COVID there. As captain, I presume, do you have to, not hammer lads, but you have to keep lads on their toes about just making sure that everyone's doing what they should be doing?
You don't have to hammer them at all. The boys are brilliant. Like, they know the consequences, what they are. Like, if you're out and about in England, like, you can easily be a close contact and miss an All-Ireland final. Like, I mean, that's not why we train to miss games like this. So no, that they're very, very, very good and very disciplined in that sense.
Declan, the enormity of what's been going on for the last couple of years, as much as you try to detach yourselves from it, I mean, you're captain Limerick into yet another All-Ireland final. Does it ever hit home in the quiet moments?
Yeah, it does, of course. Like, I mean, it's great to look back in the last number of years, and the enjoyment it's brought to so many people, I suppose, is one standout moment from the last number of years of the games that we've been so lucky to be involved in, I suppose. But again, as a player, you're constantly looking to the next training session or the next match, and that's what we're doing now since the game against Waterford at the weekend, just to make sure the bodies are okay and get into Sunday week in the best possible shape we can.
How surreal was lifting the McCarthy Cup last December?
It was strange. I mean, there was a bit of roaring and bawling there from a few of the boys, and then it was just silence. Like, sure, look, if you get to lift Lee McCarthy, no matter what the circumstances, it's a good day. So, look, that was the way it was last year. It was disappointing not to have supporters there, but look, we're back there again, and we can try and do it for the second year in a row.
If I'm not mistaken, Declan, I think you'll be the first person since Christy Ring to lift Liam McCarthy 3 times, if it happens. Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't aware of it. Not something I'd think about at all, to be honest. The most important thing is what happens inside the 4 white lines there, and getting to the pitch in the best possible shape you can, and doing your bit for the team. And whatever happens after is for people outside to talk about, and I'm sure friends and family, things like that, will be on about it. But from my point of view, it's just about getting a performance on the day.
It'll be a nice company to be in there.
Oh yeah, geez, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, but it's hard, I suppose, when you're a player and playing. You just need to focus on the game and the training. And like, if your eyes taken off the ball at all, you'll be found out, and you won't do your bit for the team. That's just not acceptable.
Is it hard to block out the 2-0 thing in particular? Because it's never been done before.
Yeah, sure. Of course, you're going to hear it, of course, and it's there, obviously. But again, that's kind of for friends and families to talk about and get excited about, and what if this could happen or that could happen. But again, like, as a player, I know it just sounds boring, but we have to get ready as best we can and focus on the game and the training.
Is it a different pressure, Declan, as champions when you have a target on your back? Because Limerick played for so long, we were often, even 2018, I guess, able to come in under the radar. So how different is it when everyone's designing a plan against you?
Yeah, it is more difficult, I suppose, but like, it's something you have to embrace. Like, I mean, we've been long enough trying to get to this position, so why not enjoy that and make the most of it? And again, we go out and try to do the best we can, and obviously the opposition do the very same, and it's whoever performs on the day will come out the best. But we have to enjoy these occasions as well. I mean, like, as I said, it's a long time we were waiting to get to semi-finals or finals, so we do have great fun at training. We have great fun going up to the matches, and we really do enjoy it. It might be hard to see sometimes, but we really do.
Declan, did you watch the semi-final on Sunday?
Yeah, I watched it on Sunday, right? It's like Cork were very, very good. Serious pace in that team, like, all over really. They're just have fantastic hurlers there, game winners all over the pitch. So it's like they're really, really coming at the minute, and as I said, we're going to have to be at our absolute best to try and get over.
Inter-county is often described by some as a chore. Is it fair to say that it's not a chore to any even sound of things?
No, I don't think it's a chore at all. Like, I absolutely love coming training and meeting the lads, and like, when I was younger, like, used to dream about playing in semi-finals, All-Ireland finals, Munster finals, League finals, whatever it was. So like, why not enjoy that and have a great time while you're doing it? I mean, it is tough. It's really, really tough. Training is really, really hard, but like, sure, come on, just enjoy it and have a lash at it and see where it takes you.
Something I asked John earlier about when he made that speech on the bus after the 2018 All-Ireland about nobody changing or anything like that and driving on again. Were you always confident with this group that you weren't just going to be a one-hit wonders and that you were going to be around for a long time?
Well, that's what we would have hoped to happen. Like, you can never say what's going to happen, I suppose. But again, I suppose it comes back to us just focusing on ourselves and getting the best out of ourselves. I suppose after 2018, you could have sat back and said, sure, that's it now, and we'll be happy with our bit and kind of sail off into the sunset. But this group, in fairness, want to at least compete every year and see where it takes us. So that's just what we've done, and it's been a good few years, and we just hope to keep it going.
When you're was it 10 down against Tip in the Munster final?
Yeah.
Like where do you feature as captain in the halftime dressing room, Declan? Like, 'cause I haven't heard about whether there was an Al Pacino any given Sunday speech or anything like that from yourself or John. Like what happens in that scenario?
No, like it was quite calm, to be honest. I'd say you'd be surprised if you were flying the wall there to see how calm it was. We just knew ourselves we hadn't shown up, I suppose, in the first half against Tip, and like any match, if you don't, you'll be found out like straight away. And Tipperary were full value for their 10-point lead at half time, but we just needed to, I suppose, reset and get back into the game plan that we wanted to implement. That we weren't allowed to implement it in the first half against Tip. They just ran amok on us, and we were at 6s and 7s. But we gradually got to the grips of the game, and I suppose Seamus' goal then gave us the old bit of momentum and the confidence to go after it again, and we just pushed on then in the final quarter.
Did you say anything to the lads maybe that you
Yeah,
know, it felt needed to be said?
A few lads spoke. There was great leaders in the dressing room, but again, it was all very, very calm. It was just about knuckling down and getting back to the basics. That was it. There was no hurls being broken off tables or anything like that. Don't know if that works anymore.
Are those days gone? Because it's obviously now so scientific and professional.
Look, there's a bit of roaring and balling at times when it's needed, but I think on a whole it's probably gone. Yeah, I don't know what other dressing rooms are like, but our dressing room is quite calm. You just need to focus on the next ball and getting that back in the pitch and implementing your game plan.